I grew up around hospitals. Some people are military brats. My father was a professional patient. He had TB, emphysema, psoriasis, diabetes, asthma, pleurisy. So I grew up around hospitals. My first job actually was in the second grade because that was as close as I could get to my dad. He was quarantined, and the only way I could actually see him was to climb a pine tree and wave in his window. Jim Nathan, President, Lee Memorial Health System. So I knew growing up that there were a couple of things I didn't want to do about life, and that was be around hospitals and doctors. I realized that I had a calling and wanted to be involved in healthcare leadership, and I've never regretted making that decision. In the summer of 1967, Martin Luther King came to Cincinnati to give one of his standard nonviolent speeches in a church. There was a shooting that occurred, and a policeman shot a black man. And the word came out that there was going to be riots in Cincinnati. That summer, I was working as a college student in a business that had a lot of automobiles, and they wanted to get them off of the lot into a building for safety purposes. And I was directing the traffic of the cars to pull into this building. And while waiting for the next group of cars to come up, there was a white Cadillac with big fins that pulled up. The back door flew open, and I was jerked in across the back seat of the car over the laps of 4 black men. Suddenly I heard a voice underneath me, and one of the 2 guys in the middle in the back was Vern from Vern's Body Shop. And I knew Vern, and Vern said to me, "You do not say a word. We're taking you back. Everybody in your business has gone home. You get in your car and you go home. You do not say a word." Later that night, the National Guard got called in as the riots broke out.
Nearly 3,000 were arrested, and authorities had to open abandoned jails to house those netted by the police.
All clear was given on a Thursday morning. And on that Thursday morning, I was one of the first to get to that business to see. And there was a bullet hole through the picture window of the business, and there were scratches on the hoods of the cars closest to the street, but no other damage. Every other business, both sides, on the hillside behind it, across the street, they were all completely destroyed. And yet this business had almost no damage where I was working that summer. So it was later in the fall, the first time I came back from college. In the fall, I went to Vern, and I said, "Vern, I don't know what you can tell me, and if you can't say anything, I understand. But thank you for helping me that day when I was so scared." And he said, "Well, what I can tell you is that Mr. Ray owned that business. Mr. Ray always treats us like human beings. Mr. Ray was my dad." And I always get choked up when I tell the story because my dad always had that respect for other people, even though his health was so terrible, and it meant a lot to me. So we all learn from our experiences, the good ones and the bad ones, and the question is, what do we do with it? But we're a society that at times does not respect diversity, and it's really who we are, it's what we are, and we need all of us to be successful. And that's why I tie diversity and the word respect together. From a diversity perspective, there's just the fact that we now have a highly functioning diversity office and language individuals that speak multiple languages. But most importantly, what they're able to do is to be a resource. We had a situation not too long ago where a physician recognized that he was not effectively communicating with the patient. The diversity office got involved, found out the person spoke a very unique dialect that was indigenous to Guatemala. The reason that was so important was that this mom had a child, a 2-year-old child, that needed to have emergency surgery, and we needed the mom's consent, but we knew we weren't communicating effectively. When my dad was released from the hospital, he was 49 years old. He had no money, no job, and parts of both lungs were removed, but he built a business from scratch to leave a legacy for my mom and me, and made a difference in the lives of other people. So I guess I'm still trying to figure out how to carry that message. I just get up in the morning and do what I can, my head hits the pillow and I'm sound asleep. I don't live for legacy and don't think about a legacy in that sense. If there's anything that's important to me, it's the community seeing, not me, but seeing Lee Memorial Health System for what we do.